Things were, life was good. I wasn't sick. I wasn't, daughter had gotten married. We were planning a wedding for my son. My daughter was expecting her first baby. And I went in for a routine mammogram and physical. Kind of was a little shocked that there was a lump because I did self-breast exams and I didn't feel it. We got the results back and I was diagnosed with ductal carcinoma in situ. So I went to my oncologist and I began to ask questions. He got very upset and he put down my record very forcefully and said, if you would like a second opinion, I'll send you. Tell me where you want to go. Do you want to go to Stanford or you want to go to UCLA? Just tell me. And so the appointments were made, the plans were made, and we went up there. And when I got there and went in with their doctor, he asked me, why are you here? And I said, well, my surgeon's recommending mastectomy and my oncologist is recommending another re-excision with radiation. And he looked at me and he says, you don't qualify for breast conservation. He says, we look at 3 markers and you fail all 3. I scheduled the mastectomy for the day after Mother's Day in 2008, which was 2 months after my granddaughter was born. My pastor actually suggested that I have a bye-bye boobie party. Just the week before, I think I called everyone in our close circle and said, I'm gonna have a party. Danny and I want you guys to join us on Saturday night. We're just gonna have pizza and beer, and I want you to bring your best boob joke. And they were like, some of the women especially were like, are you kidding me? You're gonna ask my husband to bring a boob joke? And I said, yes, just do it. It was amazing. We laughed until we cried. My friends are so creative. I had poems, ode to the brassiere. I had one friend who created an entire skit and brought props, helping me pick out the next one. I went to the surgeon, Dr. Leachman. Can I continue to exercise? How soon can I become active again after each surgery? And his statement to me was that you can walk as much as you like. You know, the first time it would be to the end of the driveway and then back. And then the next day it would be to the neighbor's driveway and back. But that became a focus of mine, that I could do that. That is what I could do to make sure that I could recover the best and go through surgeries as healthy as possible. You know, our church family was amazing. I got to experience expressions of love at a level that when life is good and life is happy, that we maybe take for granted or don't notice. And my husband, we just celebrated our 36th wedding anniversary, and we were able to go through a challenge that proved that we have what it takes to be there for each other. I drive a red Mustang. He gave me that as a gift a few weeks after my diagnosis and said that if you have to go through this, you can at least have fun getting there. Dear friend of mine, Debbie, asked me if I would consider walking the Susan G. Komen 3-day breast cancer walk. I hadn't ever thought about anything like that because I struggle with that term survivor, and therefore I had never engaged in any support groups. And so I was sharing that with my daughter, saying, you know, I struggle with this whole survivor thing. And she just went, what? She goes, Mom, you are a survivor, because if it weren't for early detection and proactive treatment, your story could have ended very differently. And so we began in February walking, because the Susan G. Komen 3-day walk is 20 miles a day. And we just went to the coast last weekend to do some hill training, because we have found out there are hills every day in San Diego. And there are not many hills here in Visalia. So we went over to the coast and we did 18 miles on Saturday. And I have survived.